Hi, welcome to the Remember to Live podcast. I'm your host, Corinne Canty, a recovering corporate exec, coach, yogi, play advocate, mom, and all-around life enthusiast. I've walked the path of burnout and missed opportunities. But here's the thing, I found my way back to living, and I want to take you on that journey too. Tune in weekly for life design tips, authentic stories, and inspiring conversations with those who've chosen to live without regrets. Let's ditch the shoulds and have-tos and remember to live now. So get cozy, grab your favorite warm drink, and let's embrace our big, full, no regrets lives together. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the Remember to Live podcast. I'm your host, Corinne Canty. And on this week's episode, I wanted to take a minute to tell y'all about the internal battle I had with myself over an oat milk latte. Now, y'all know I love my warm drinks. I have my ginger lemon tea today right here as I'm recording. But this last week, I had a real battle with myself over an oat milk latte. So let me set the stage. These last couple weeks have been a little hectic, heavy, and hard. As y'all know, life be lifing sometimes. And in the process of ramping up both of my businesses for the year, traveling, getting ready for an amazing trip I have coming up that I will tell y'all about in an episode soon. Mom had to have a procedure and then she got sick. And that meant a halt on all things that were planned to become caretaker first. That also meant hospital bills and increased care. And I don't even want to start on the cost of elder care in this country. That's a whole episode within itself. But it did bring up scarcity mindset. And it did bring up some things that made me stop my normal routines, start questioning things I was doing for myself because I was in the mode of taking care of everyone else. So this leads to the day of running around to appointments, gathering all the things everyone else needs. And I just wanted to stop and get an oat milk latte for myself. And I felt guilty. I felt like you don't need to stop and spend this money. You have everything that you need to make a latte at home. You don't have the time to veer off the schedule. You got so many things to do. Just keep going. But y'all, I wanted my oat milk latte. I needed that little bit of joy and pleasure in my day so that I could finish my list of things that I felt had to get done. And in those 5 minutes of the internal battle, I heard Rachel Rodgers' voice in my head. If y'all don't know who Rachel Rodgers is, look her up. She has an amazing book called We Should All Be Millionaires. Her company is Hello 7. I am a schmilly. If you don't know what that is, find out. But Rachel has this saying, and she talks about in her book that as women, we're constantly told that if we want to get wealthy and we want to live the lives that we want to live, all the things we should cut. Cut the lattes, cut the nails, cut all these little things that give us joy and pleasure in life to save and become wealthy. And as Rachel says, those lattes are not what's keeping you from becoming a millionaire. And she teaches you how to make $1 million decisions. And when I heard her in my voice, or in my head, I should say, reminding me that that latte is not going to make or break everything else that's going on in my life, I got the latte, y'all. And I sat there in my car and I enjoyed that latte and I allowed myself to have the joy and the pleasure and the time that I needed to center and regroup and go deal with whatever else I needed to deal that day. And it got me thinking not only about this concept when it comes to wealth building, but creating the life we want in general. How often do we feel guilty about doing little things for ourselves? How often do we feel guilty about taking the break, buying the latte, going to the salon, going to the spa, buying that jacket that just would bring you pleasure, whatever it is. How many of y'all can relate to that feeling of, I shouldn't do this for myself because insert whatever comes up in your head? I just want us to recognize that we deserve the little luxuries. Those little moments of joy and pleasure are not something that we have to earn. It's not something that we have to work towards and get as a reward. It's something that we deserve every day. Life's happening right now in this moment. We shouldn't make appointments with our joy and our pleasure constantly in the future and miss all the joy and pleasure that could happen right now. So in honor of that, I wanted to share with you my 3 favorite little luxuries in life. Also to remind myself and make sure that I am tapping in and giving myself the joy and the pleasure that I deserve. Also, hopefully it inspires you to take a moment for some little luxuries today in your life. So the first, as y'all know, is my warm drink. I'm going to get the latte whenever I want the latte. I'm going to stop in the middle of the day and make my latte. I'm going to take the time at home to make my almond milk from scratch. I'm going to take the time to create whatever luxurious drink I want to drink, and I'm going to take the time to sip it and enjoy it no matter what's on my calendar. Y'all, drink the latte. My second favorite little luxury is cozy socks and blankets. Now, y'all know I love all things cozy, but there's just something about putting on a pair of nice, soft, cozy socks, cuddling up with a nice, soft, cozy blanket, pairing it with a latte is even better, but just sitting in, diving into a juicy fantasy novel or watching that new show that you've been wanting to watch and just giving yourself a moment to indulge in rest and coziness. We all deserve those moments. There's so many things that we feel like are on our to-do list and that we shouldn't, and that we should just keep working until we're exhausted and fall into bed. But we deserve those little luxurious moments of comfort and joy and rest and moments of awe by leaning into whatever story it is that you want to read or watch or listen to. Nothing sets the tone for me more than some cozy socks and cozy blankets. And my third favorite little luxury are what I call my midday getaways. Even in the most busy, hectic days, I work to find time to just get up from my desk, get away, go outside, and be in the moment with nature. To look at the trees, look at the sky, look at the birds, whatever it might be outside that brings me joy, that grounds me, that gets me in the present moment, to take some deep breaths, to move my body, to focus on what feels good to me. Those little mini day breaks, those little moments of luxury in the middle of the day. If it's going outside and taking a walk, which is one of my favorite things to do. If it's taking a bath in the middle of the day and putting on a candle and some music, just giving yourself little moments of joy and pleasure when you need them. It's so important. So I just wanted to take a couple moments today to remind y'all about the little luxuries in life and how those little luxuries can add up to so much more joy in all of life. I would love to hear about the ways that y'all add little luxuries in your life. Share this episode with a friend. Share your little luxuries with me. I would love for you to send me a note, send me a DM on IG at Corrine Creates. Let's help each other remember to show up to the life that's happening right now. Let's help us give ourselves permission for the little luxuries that make life so much better. And let's continue to help each other remember to live. Until next time, I hope you have a joyful day. Thank you so much for listening to the Remember to Live podcast. I hope you learned some things, laughed a little, and above all else, were inspired to live more fully. If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts and share with a few friends so we can all help each other remember to live.